What animals live at the North Pole? Polar bears live at the North Pole. What animals live at the South Pole? Penguins live at the South Pole. What animals live near the equator? Monkeys and parrots live near the equator. Do people live at the poles? Very few people live at the poles. What do people wear at the poles? People wear thick, warm clothes at the poles. Do plants grow at the poles? Very few plants grow at the poles. Do plants grow near the equator? Yes, many plants grow near the equator. What is the weather like at the poles? The weather is very cold and snowy at the poles. What is the weather like near the equator? The weather is hot and often rainy near the equator.
Home dog care, our lovely dogs and how we look after them. Hi Hillary. I've been thinking about adopting a dog. Since you have one, could you share some tips on home dog care?
Hi Alvin. Of course, I'd love to. What do you want to know first?
Well, what's the most important thing to consider when bringing a dog home?
The most important thing is time. Dogs need your time and attention for walks, training, and companionship.
That makes sense. How often do you walk your dog?
I walk my dog, Buster, 3 times a day. Morning walks help him start the day, and evening walks help him calm down before bed.
Sounds like a good routine. What about feeding?
I feed Buster twice a day with dog food that's appropriate for his age, size, and energy level. It's crucial to keep their diet balanced.
Got it. How do you handle training and discipline?
Positive reinforcement is key. Rewarding good behavior with treats and praise works better than punishment. Consistency is also important in training.
Positive reinforcement, got it. What's one thing you wish you knew before getting Buster?
I wish I had known just how much joy and work a dog can bring. It's a big responsibility but incredibly rewarding.
That's good to know. Any final tips for someone considering adopting?
Make sure you're ready for the commitment. Dogs are not just pets, they become family members. Also, consider adopting from a shelter.
Thanks, Hillary. Your insights are really helpful. I think I'm ready to take the step and bring a new friend home.
You're welcome, Alvin. If you have any more questions or need help, just let me know. Good luck.
Hey Linda, can you believe we're finally on this flight? It feels like we've been planning this trip forever.
I know, right? Time just flies. No pun intended.
Haha, good one. So, have you flown much before?
Not as much as I'd like to. Air travel is a fascinating experience, though. What about you?
Oh, I'm a frequent flyer. Traveling is part of my job, so I've gotten used to it.
That's interesting. Do you have any tips for making a flight more enjoyable?
Absolutely. Staying hydrated is key. The air inside the cabin is pretty dry, so drinking water helps.
Great tip. I've also heard that walking around periodically can be beneficial.
Yes, it helps with circulation. Also, if you're going to sleep, an eye mask and earplugs can be lifesavers.
I have both in my carry-on. I came prepared.
You sure did. Also, have you downloaded any entertainment onto your device? Wi-Fi can be unreliable.
I've downloaded a couple of movies and an audiobook. Always good to have options.
You're all set then. Another thing, have you ever tried in-flight meditation?
No, but that sounds like a great way to pass time. How do you do it?
There are apps for that. They offer guided sessions aimed at reducing flight anxiety and helping you relax.
That's worth trying. Do you usually get work done during flights?
Sometimes, but I try to balance it out. It's easy to get carried away with work and forget to relax.
I couldn't agree more. Balance is key in all aspects of life, even when flying.
You said it, Linda. By the way, are you more of a window or aisle person?
Definitely a window person. The views are too good to pass up.
I used to be the same, but now I prefer the aisle. Easier access to move around.
Makes sense, especially for longer flights.
Well, looks like we're about to take off. Ready for our adventure?
More than ever, Oscar. Here's to a great flight and an even greater trip.
Cheers to that.
Everyday banking simplified, opening an account, managing your money, and more. Hi Fiona. I'm thinking about opening a new bank account, but I'm not sure where to start. Can you help me?
Of course, Albert. Opening a bank account is the first step to managing your money. Do you know the difference between a savings and a checking account?
Not really. Can you explain?
Sure. A savings account is for storing money you don't need right away. It earns interest over time. A checking account is for daily use, like buying things and paying bills.
I see. I guess I need a checking account then. What do I need to open one?
You'll need some identification, like a passport or driver's license, and sometimes proof of address. Each bank has different requirements, so it's best to check their website or visit them.
Got it. And what about managing my account? How do I make sure I don't spend more than I have?
Great question. Most banks offer online banking, where you can check your balance, pay bills, and transfer money anytime. It's also wise to set a budget and track your spending.
Online banking sounds convenient. Can I also withdraw money from any ATM?
Yes, but be careful. Withdrawing from your bank's ATMs is usually free, but other ATMs might charge a fee.
Good to know. And what if I need to send money to someone else's account?
You can do that through online banking too. You'll need their account number and sort code. It's straightforward once you set it up.
This is all really helpful, Fiona. One last thing, what should I do if I lose my debit card?
Immediately contact your bank to report it lost or stolen. They'll cancel it and issue you a new one. It's also a good idea to review your recent transactions for any you don't recognize.
Thanks, Fiona. I feel much more confident about banking now.
You're welcome, Albert. Remember, managing your money wisely is key to financial health. Don't hesitate to ask your bank for help or advice when you need it.
I definitely will. Thanks again for all the helpful information.